Lynch from Lynch Intuitive Services, and I'm here in Hollis, and I'm about to help Everything Paranormal of New England with their paranormal investigation. So I'm about to start my walkthrough. So there's a there's two spirits here, a man and a female, elderly couple, okay, and they claim this house, and basically they're angry because of the fact that it's been a home of the family for a long time. And they're saying, you don't own this house and you're not supposed to be here, okay? But I would call them malevolent spirits, okay? Which means that they can't really do much besides try to scare you, you know? But I can see the elderly woman walking around, like I can see her doing her kitchen stuff, you know, as soon as I walked in. And as soon as I walked in, I asked her in my mind, like I always do, why are you so angry? And she turned around and she said, because she does not belong here, and neither did all the others, and she doesn't own this home. And she said that basically, that, you know, she said, you know, basically you don't own the home, and it was in the family for many generations. She's writing 3, okay? So there must have been at least 3 generations of the same family that dwelled under this building, okay? It's also, she's telling me right away that it's over 200 years old, and that you don't belong here, okay? So malevolent spirits are easy to remove. It's not hard. She's just more angry at the fact that that she has to share space with another person, and basically, you know, it makes her and her husband angry, you know, both of them. And the husband is the more tricky one, where he tends to try to really scare you, like really badly. She's more of a person that gets irritated, and by her getting upset, these are what I would call purgatory, okay? Like they haven't left this realm. You know, a lot of Christians don't believe in purgatory. I'm a Catholic. I believe in purgatory. And when I see them, they look like an older couple, okay? So she was not an angry person in her regular life. She's just angry because she's not understanding that she isn't alive, and neither is he anymore. And they're almost feeling like, why are these people coming in our house over and over and over? And we just want to be left alone, and they're not understanding that they're dead, you know? That's totally clear to me. Like they're going about their life like they still are living. This would be the original family, okay, that owned this in the beginning, because they're claiming, you know, we owned it from the beginning. It was ours, you know. Do you think that you hear little kids? Like
Abby has, my daughter.
Okay, well, I'm hearing, just like I heard in the car before I got here, you don't know how it works. They are not allowed to tell me anything. I own my own company, they own their own company, and we merged together. So basically, I'm hearing music, okay? And it sounds like weird, creepy, old music, okay? And there's a little girl spirit that is here, and a male spirit, and they pose as children, but they're not children, okay? That means that kids, when they die, they go straight to heaven with no judgment. But a demon can form into anything, okay? So you've got a demonic entity in here. It's one. It's
in
not
this room.
in this home. Okay. It's one, which I know that it's just one. It's not a legion, you know?
Okay.
And it poses as a young girl and as a young boy. And they interact with your daughter. And she's actually believing them that they're little kids, but they're not little kids at all. So what I can see your daughter, her name obviously right there is Abigail.
Yeah.
I can see that Abigail is very frightened of her closet.
She is.
And the reason being is when I walk over there, there's a stench, and that means that that's the demon hides in there at nighttime. Okay? And the stench that's left over, anybody that doesn't know anything about demons, they'll leave like a rotten meat smell or a sulfur smell or any kind of weird disturbing smell. You know, they'll have red, green, or blue orbs and then form into dark shadows. And now that I told you, like, you know, like I can hear the breathing from the closet and the scratching, like the scratching noises.
We thought it was squirrels.
No, it's when I walk over in there and touch the wall and smell in there, it's a rotten odor, like, you know, it's just stench, like, but not that the house stinks, it's from the energy. Yeah, it's this is a place where it definitely needs to be taken out because of the fact that if you're not going to take it out, then you need to get out. Okay, because it's definitely you got the two elderly people in purgatory, you know, and basically this demon is going to be able to control them as well, like, so they can't go to the light, you know, and hold them here. So I'm gonna go this way. Okay.
Okay.
See, okay, I'm gonna tell you how this works. The elderly lady, because she appreciates what I'm doing for her, she's talking to me, okay? And she's telling me that this is the original door that she used to use for the front of the house, okay? She's saying that not much has changed as far as the structure of this home goes, okay? And the thing is that she appreciates that, okay? Because if anybody were to start busting walls or doing things like that, she would get very angry, okay? So she just walked this way and said, that's the original door. This is the original structure. I don't want anybody messing with it or touching it, you know, and she's gonna help me because she knows I'm trying to help her. So she's also saying that she is caught here. You know, her and her husband are stuck here and they want to go. Like, she's saying like they want to go to the light, but they don't. When I said she was dead, she didn't understand it until I said it, and now she gets it. You know, because I do what I do, they come to you. You're like when an intuitive is close by, it pretty much is like sending out like a sound waves to any spirit that's left here to come to me and start communicating because they've wanted to for so long. So she's kind of in shock because I said she was dead, because she didn't really know she was dead and the husband didn't know he was dead either. So they're kind of in shock, but when I admitted that the demon can control them, that she says that's why our life has been going so wrong. Like, you know, all these people coming into her house, driving us insane, not knowing why they're here. So she's gonna help. But she warned me about up here.
It's actually a closet, but I think I don't know.
There's some kind of old rafters up there that she's warning me that in the daytime that's where this entity hides, up in the rafters, in the top. So she's warning me about this area. Yep, I'm getting the smell again.
Really?
Yep. you definitely have problems in here. There's no doubt. I can smell it. You know, like, it's very strong. Like, I'm not going to glorify it by giving it any power, but, yeah. I'm gonna communicate with God, because that's what I do, to understand what it's doing to you here. All right. You'll understand this very clearly. Financial loss. Okay. The feeling of hopelessness, like you're never getting anywhere, and it's never, the light doesn't seem to shine. It feels dark, you know, heavy. You know, this room feels very heavy. And like demons can do, they can just slip their way right from this wall to that wall, back forth, you know. So that's what I see that it, you know, it can do, like move its way. And it's really working on your fear and your husband's mental status, okay? It's driving your husband, like, you know, crazy, because he feels like he can't get out of the rut that he's in. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he feels like it's playing on the fact that it's playing on the fact that it just loves when your husband is so upset. Actually, as I'm sitting here, does your husband sleep on this side?
Yeah,
Okay.
he does.
I see, like, I can see your husband sitting up in bed, like sitting up in the middle of the night, and like listening, because he can hear something. You know what I'm saying? And then, but you're always awake. You wake up very easily, so you're already awake. You know, and I hear that music again, like that sound of music, like, you know. Also, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this entity like hovers. You know what I mean? Like hovers over, like your body, your bed. So this entity has the ability to freeze you, make you not be able to move, scream, yell, you know, scratch you, make you feel like it's burning, and then look, and then scratches, you know. It's your typical demon, you know what I mean?
Now, would I feel that? Because when I lay in bed, I have to cover with the blanket. I'm in so much fear that something is right above me.
That's because it's hovering. You're laying in the bed and you feel that feeling of something very, very awful over your face or whatever. See, God's telling me that you don't know him, meaning you don't go to church.
I don't.
Okay? And that's a huge problem, because I'll tell you why. I'm not sitting here trying to push religion on you, but I'll tell you why it's a huge problem, because this entity can totally mess with you because you guys have no faith. You nor your husband.
He definitely doesn't.
Yeah. And that's going to be a problem, because I'm telling you right now, you can't fight this. And basically, a priest wouldn't come in, or a Christian pastor wouldn't come in here and drive this thing out unless you guys accepted Christ, because you know what would happen if you didn't? You'd get demonically possessed. Okay? So when you drive out an entity in a home and people don't receive Christ, then that demon, okay, it pisses the demon off, and they don't get driven out because you're still not a believer, so then it'll enter you or your husband. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't want to scare you, but I tell everybody the truth. Okay? I can see that it can temporarily possess your husband.
Really?
Yes.
Fits of rage. I believe that.
Fits of rage. Totally turning on his back on God. Okay? Also, the financial fight that I see, battle that goes on of him just, like, screw it, nothing's working, la la la, like it loves this, you know? And also, there's something that I'll talk to you about off camera that I can see that it's doing to your husband.
Okay.
Well, I can actually, like, see that that's the entity. Like, when there's the floor up there, I can see the entity pace. I can see it wait till dark until you guys, like, I get like 10:30 or 11 is when you guys actually lie down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is when I do. Yeah.
And your husband falls asleep very quick. Do you understand
Yes.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're more like trying to get asleep but uneasy and uncomfortable and la da 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 da. Well, that's what it's watching. You know it's watching.
I know.
You can feel it.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But I knew it was something.
Yeah. It's watching. Like it's waiting. It's waiting for you to pass out, and I see it actually like hover over your husband, like hover, and because he just doesn't believe in any of this stuff, like and blah 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 blah, and whatever. So it feeds off that. It likes it. It's like got the perfect couple to live in this house. This is the truth. You can't share space with a demon. So if you're not going to come to Christ and you're not going to go to church and accept Christ, then just leave here. Leave this place, because it can flicker your lights on and off, like it does it to scare you. Also, the malevolent spirits that get trapped. Who's the one that gets the horrible headaches? Is it you or your husband?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a symptom of what's going on here, okay? Majorly in the right lobes or left lobes of the brain, okay? Like I can feel the pounding headaches, okay? That's another symptom of what the demon can actually do to you. And just deteriorating your health, making you feel awful, depressed, anxiety-stricken, not want to go anywhere, not want to do anything. It loves it. It literally
I was
loves.
just in the hospital because of all of this.
Yeah. It really loves that it's breaking you down, And the other thing, the old lady's helping you because she's knowing now, she's understanding why you're here, okay? And she said that you've been fighting in your head with overeating, okay? And you get so upset about it and you get so depressed about it that you go and eat again. She watches you and she's warning you, saying it's the demon that makes you do that. Like it's the demon entity that literally makes it some addictive behavior. For your husband, it's a whole different story. Do you understand that? Okay.
Watch the
can I ask you something? Because one of the things that I can see is that that why I want to fix the bed this way is because one of the things I can see that this entity can do is pull your sheets.
Really?
Yes.
They're always off the bed.
So I want to see if this thing can do it again. So I want to see if it will tug the covers. I want to make them so perfect that if it attempts to do it, we'll know. Because what it really does is it messes with this side. It really messes with your husband, and it really, really loves that, Is this your basement?
Yes.
Are you scared of it?
Yes, we don't go down there.
You have every right to be.
Okay. The dog barks every time we even try to unlock the door.
This is the keyhole that I was seeing in my vision. The old key.
It should open right up.
No, but the old key the woman was showing me, the old skeleton key. This is what she was talking about to the door.
On the right?
Ooh. Come with me down here. Yeah. Are the stairs safe?
Yes.
Make sure when you hold on to the railing when you're dealing with demons. They can shove you, they can push you, they can do a lot of things. So just definitely keep it in here. Yeah, I don't think the demons are- Are you aware that this door is open down here?
It is?
Yeah,
No.
it's open. Yeah, this is no good down here, for sure. It's definitely bad. This thing just moves. It can move. It's just as heavy down here. It's kind of equal. It's not any stronger down here than it is anywhere else. It's definitely... They need to be careful, though, because seriously, I can see that, like, it has the ability to really do some awful stuff, so she needs to figure out what she's going to do immediately, because this thing's not a joke.
And we haven't been up here in about 9 months. We refuse to, so I don't know what kind of mess is here.
When you look back in the archives, this woman had, she definitely had a daughter and a son, definitely, that she's claiming, okay? And more kids than that, but 2 that I really strongly feel. Wow, yeah, this is, yeah, it's just a whole different, it's just a very demonic, like, takes your breath away, can't breathe, makes your chest tight, you know what I mean? Ooh, yeah, way different, just, yep. Does your daughter not tell you and come up here and play? Does she come up here?
She does sneak up here sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, because I she's been up here. I can feel her energy. I can feel that she's been up before, like, more than you know. And where she, why she's talking about playing with the kids or talking with kids, you know, I feel like she can sometimes see them. It's a conversation, like you can hear him talking, chattering, and she'll talk to you about a little girl.
Yeah, and she's told me about a little boy too.
Yeah,
she
that's
said
what
a
I
younger
said. There's 2,
boy.
look, watch out. Yeah, it's doing it. Did you catch that?
I don't think so.
Little children don't reside here after death. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. It's saying I tried to drown her once. She should have died. What is it talking about? Who should have died?
I don't know.
Who should have drowned?
I don't know.
Yep, this is just gonna be a total spiritual warfare battle. It's just it's really pissed because now it knows that you know. Here's my space that I saw, my crawl space.
And they're also all through here too.
Yeah. Yeah. This needs a camera for sure. Like yeah.
Even during the day, we feel how heavy it is.
Yeah, it's hard to breathe, and it's you shouldn't let your. I'll be honest with you. If you're not going to accept Christ, you should not stay here. Okay.
Okay.
Because this thing, it's ruined everybody that's come, and they all leave. They're all gonna leave. Every single person that comes in, unless they're religious and they've wanted to drive it out, which you find the place, none of you are. No. Everybody that finds this place doesn't know God.
No, the landlord said no one's lasted here 3 or 4 months, and they've left.
Yeah. It chooses you. You know, it picks you. Because it knows the people that it can trick. And like somebody really quickly, you know, that had faith, they would know really quickly that this was not a place of God, you know, and to not come in, you know, not stay here. So you need to make a choice. You need to either accept Christ or get out. Because I'm telling you now that I've told you the truth of what it's doing, it's going to do it worse.
Okay.
You know, remember when we downstairs talked about the light flashing? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not going to just be here. It's going to be all over the place. What what they do is they suck energy from electrical devices, you know, to be able to make a formation, you know. Then they can come into a full-fledged entity and attack, you know what I mean, and do what they got to do. And basically, a demon doesn't attach itself to items. They can only attach themselves to people. They need a soul to survive. So whether it's a temporary possession or a full-on, you know, they need a host. So it has to be a human, okay? There's a lot of misconception about children after they die. They don't linger here, okay? They don't linger here. It says right in Scripture, they go straight to heaven without judgment, okay? And basically, demons never had souls. So basically, this thing can hurt you. You know, we deal with this more than we deal with good ones. You know what I mean? We only have very seldom few good ones where they're just, who's the grandmother figure? Is your husband, or is it yours?
No, it's the landlord's grandmother. She passed away here in the last 10 years.
Okay, all right. Well, she's good. She's showing me that she protects over this place. Like, it's good against evil. It's a flat out war. You know what I mean? Like, big time flat out war. You know? So it's the landlord's grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to tell him that she says, I love you, okay? And that I'm watching over you like a guardian, okay? And watching over him and making sure that, you know, he's okay and all this stuff. But she protects over this place because she knows what's here. But she's in angel form, and she basically comes down in angel form to battle this entity, you know? Because she just showed me she's a different looking woman than the old woman that I see downstairs. Her passing's not long ago. Do you understand that? That means that it's not a wicked long time. I just got touched.
Yeah,
Did
wasn't that long.
Did you get that? Did you see anything?
I saw that.
Was it an orb?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that means it's her.
Okay.
It's not. If it was a demonic entity, I wouldn't just get touched. She just kind of gave me a, you know, it's me.
Yeah, I saw that.
So basically, she's here to fight, you know, and to fight the good fight. So she wants to help her grandson, and she wants people to stay here, but basically nobody can reside here, you know, with their disbelief in God, and all the people that are drawn here, you know, they end up leaving. They just can't stay.
Yeah.
Do you need to worry as far as falling, being pushed, if this thing were to get out of control? So I would definitely, if you're not going to come to Christ, you need to get out of here. Okay? And when you come to Christ, whether you choose Christianity or Catholicism, whatever you choose, you know, they'll come here and do more than a house blessing. If it's a priest, he'll basically drive it out with their ritual. But they're going to need to see this tape. A priest will only do it if they see this tape. They actually see the paranormal activity going on. So it's not really necessary, like, for these rooms to shut off the lights, because I actually want these lights on because I want to see the flicker. Like, I want to see them pull their energy in this spot. But whatever Renee chooses to do down there, she can. I mean, if she wants to turn these off, she can. But I would like them on because I can tell that this one really likes to suck from here, and I could feel its presence very strongly right in this one, and also over there. It's like being choked when you come up the stairs. You're like, you know, like it's awful.
Yeah.
So let's set up the cameras. Let's get things where they need to be, and then we'll go from there. And yeah. So So we'll start that. Okay.
Okay.